In this video, we are going to learn about copper as electrical conductor. Now, the question is, why copper is a good conductor? Before we discuss why copper is a good electrical conductor, let us know what is electrical conductivity. Electrical conductivity is a measure of how well a material transport an electrical charge. This is an essential property in electrical wiring systems. This is our friend, Mr. Frog. Hello, Mr. Frog. So, to have a better understanding, Mr. Frog will teach us about electrical conductivity based on a story. Tada! Mr. Frog is landing on an electrical circuit. As mentioned earlier, electrical conductivity is the ability of a material to conduct electricity. When Mr. Frog jumps on the off button, the lamps turn off. But when Mr. Frog jumps on the on button, the bulb lights on. Oh no, the wire is broken. Connect wood to the circuit, the bulb does not glow, indicating that wood is a poor conductor of electricity. Connect a paper roll to the circuit, the bulb does not glow, indicating that paper is also a poor conductor of electricity. Take a metal like iron and connect it in the same circuit. The bulb glows, indicating that iron is a good conductor of electricity. Similarly, other metals like copper, silver and other metals are also make good conductors of electricity. Hence, we can say that most metals are good conductors of electricity. Thank you, Mr. Frog. Copper is the highest electrical conductivity and also a good conductor. Good conductor properties of copper allow for a greater distance of electrical current travel. Why copper is said as electric conductor? All metals have some amount of resistivity to electrical currents, which is why they require a power source to push the current through. The lower the level of resistivity, the more electrical conductivity a metal has. Copper has low resistivity and therefore is an excellent conductor. The second reason of why copper is an electric conductor is because copper is also less oxidative than other metals. Oxidation happens when the oxygen and moisture in the air react with a metal surface. This reaction corrodes the metal and produces a film-like covering, like rust on the steel. Copper does not rust but will produce a greenish patina called copper oxide. However, this covering actually protects the metal from further corrosion and doesn't interfere with conductivity. Fatin, can you tell us the third reason why copper is said as good conductor?
The direct answer to the question on why copper is a better conductor than most other metals is because its electrons are more easily moved around. During current flow, one atom can give only one free electron at any instant. Copper has one free electron in fourth orbit. Free electron in copper is more loosely attached to nucleus and so it can easily conduct.
Fatin, I think we must explain more about that so that everyone could understand better.
So, let us look to the atomic structure of copper. Before that, we looked at the periodic table. On the periodic table, copper has 29 protons, which means it has 29 electrons. If we draw the orbit one by one, we can see that the last orbit has only one electron and it is free floating. It can easily jump from one copper atom to another copper atom. Why does this happen? It is because the last one electron in the last orbital is weakly held by the nucleus. Let's take a closer look. When the last electron of copper atom jumps to another copper atom, there will be an unequal charge. This causes the electron to find another atom and repeat the cycle of jumping to another copper atom. All of the jumping of electron actually happened in the copper metal for million times per second.
Each copper atom will lose one electron and become a positive ion. So copper is a lattice of positive copper ions with free electrons moving between them. The electron can move freely through the metal. For this reason, they are known as free electrons. They are also known as conduction electrons because they help copper to be a good conductor of electricity. The copper ions are vibrating. They vibrate around the same place whereas the electrons can move through the lattice. This is very important when we connect the wire to a battery. We can connect a copper wire to a battery and a switch. Normally, the free electrons move about randomly in the metal. When we close the switch, an electric current flows. Now, the free electrons flow through the wire. They are moving from left to right. Electrons have a negative charge. They attracted to the positive end of the battery. The free electrons move through the copper, flowing from the negative to positive terminal of the battery. Note that they flow in the opposite direction to conventional current. This is because they have a negative charge. Fatin, before we end, I have watched some videos that stated copper is not number one rank for the conductivity. But why?
Oh, I know how to answer it because I watched that video too. Based on the International Annual Copper Standard, copper has 100% conductivity and is second ranked. So, what is the first rank? It is silver. Zamira, we explained why copper is a good conductor, not the best conductor. There is difference in that, right? Even though silver is the best conductor, the most used electrical conductor is copper because it is way more cheaper than silver.
Oh, okay. Well, that's all from us from Group 10 of Kuliah 3. Thank you.